All right, this is a video, play-along video, actually more than a play-along video, that I'm going to show you basically the secret of learning the guitar. And I've been reading comments, I've been answering emails, I've been inundated with emails. This is going to be down and dirty. I'm not going to do any editing on this video here unless there's some egregious mistake that I make or I mumble or something so bad that I've got to take it out. But this play along right here is going to address going one step at a time very slow. And I'm going to tell you right now, the key to playing good guitar is to play slow, learn slow, slow tempo, go slow. Did I say the word slow? We're going to go slow here. The reason why a lot of you guys are having problems is you're going too fast. But I also know that I have these same problems as you do on what I'm working on. And I will go very, very slow. And this play along, what we're going to do is we're going to strip out the pickup notes in the play along. And we're just going to be working on changing these chords first, okay? Very slow. And we're going to get the cadence down for that. Now, if you want to go ahead and download the sheet music, go right here. And I also have the Tux guitar file that I'm working on, but I'm going to display it as well in this video. Okay, so go ahead and download the sheet music. Come on back, and let's get started with. We're going to work on called looping measures at very slow tempos. All right, so here we go. Okay, here's the sheet music right here. I hope you downloaded that. And this is the Tux guitar program that I work with. I have set the metronome on as slow as this will go, 30 beats per minute. I would like it to go even slower, but this is as slow as I could get it to go. And what I've done is I've gotten rid of all the pickup notes that were in this song, and we're just going with straight chords here. What I've done is I've put this, this is repeats, okay? So it's going from measure 1 to measure 2, and it's repeating back and forth. And I have it, these numbers right here, times 3, it's repeating 3 times. So this is, what this is it's just the E chord, and we're playing that pattern, okay? That. So we're playing, forming the E chord on the left hand, and we're going 6 with the strings, okay? 6th string, 4th string, 5th string, 4th string. 6, 4, 5, 4. 6, 4, 5, 4. All right? So let's go ahead, and I'm going to put this on. And we're going to play along with this, okay? So get ready with the E chord. And here we go. And there's going to be a 4-beat count off. The click on this, the metronome, is clicking on the downbeats. There's 4 downbeats in the measure, and we're playing 8 notes in the measure. A total of 8 notes in the measure. All right, so let me go ahead and I'm going to put this on, and I hope you have your guitar with you. Here we go. We're just going from measures 1 to measure 2. And we're repeating it again. We're going back and forth 3 times at the slowest speed possible here. Three, 4. Now we're going to loop measures 2 to 3. Here we go. We'll have the 4-beat count off. We're on an E chord, and then we're going to go to the B7th chord. 2, 3, 4. All right, we're going to loop measures 6 through 7, the playing the chord changes E to A. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and... All right, so what I'd like you to do, you could see that what we were doing is we were practicing chord changes by looping those sections. And I had the metronome on the Tux guitar down at 30 beats per minute. But one cool trick is you can put the metronome up double time, okay? I hope you have one of these, and if you're not using Tux guitar, either have a standalone metronome or you can get a metronome online. You can have it as an app in the iPhone or the iPad or Android or whatever, all the new technology, they have those free apps. Also, if you just have a regular computer, you can get a free program to use a metronome online. So what I do is, let's say that 30 is still too fast for you. What you do is maybe put the metronome on 50 and then count it double time. Okay, now let me show you what I'm talking about here. You may find that easier to put the metronome on double time, and certainly you can go a lot slower with that, because what the metronome is doing is, instead of counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, it's going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's double time. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Let's move on to the next part of this lesson. All right, we're going to do the whole song now without any of the pickup notes at 30 beats per minute. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So go ahead and go back to that play along, those play alongs right there, and practice with that. And if you have Tux guitar, of course, you can do what you want with it. Practice these individual loops. I don't want you to even think about going any faster until you can play at that tempo comfortably, okay? Because if you can't play it slow, you're certainly not going to be able to play it fast, okay? That's for sure. And if you go ahead and try to play it fast when you don't really have it down, when you need to play it slow, that's where all the mistakes are going to happen. That's when your timing is going to get bad. That's when the chord changes are going to get sloppy. One thing about changing chords, you want to, if you're watching, pay particular attention to watch how I'm changing the chords, okay? It's not always going to be the same all the time because I'm just playing, but you can see that for the most part, I'm just playing all the notes with my fingers. I'm going to them basically all at the same time. And that's very important. You don't want to go with one finger and then go with the next finger. Already you're too late. So the way not to be late, I sound like a broken record here, is to play slow. Go slow enough with the tempo so that you have time to go ahead to change the chord, okay? And then the idea is once you have it down slow and you're really comfortable with it, then you start working with the metronome and moving it up little by little, okay? But don't be afraid every day to start out real slow and then go, okay, well, I'll move it up one click. Okay, let's see what happens, all right? And then let's move it up another click the next day, okay? But go ahead every day, go back to that first real slow one that you know you've got down, and then move it up, you know? And in a while, you know, it could be a couple weeks, it could be 3 weeks, whatever, you're going to see that your chord changing problems have been eliminated, okay? So you got to give your hands enough time to catch up with what your brain is telling it to do. Your hands, you've got to train your hands to be able to play the song at a slow tempo and get your hands coordinated to be able to change those chords on time according to the tempo, and then slowly raise the metronome, try to get it up to speed, okay? So that's an ongoing process. It works like that for everybody that plays the guitar. You start out slow and you just move that click up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work on the other pickup notes that are in this song. We're going to take sections and do the same identical thing that we did with just the basic chords. Now I want to tell you this too, that with the basic chords, you can go ahead and play this song that way, all right? There's nothing wrong with that. I added those little pickup notes for a little bit of flavor, but you can certainly play this song and everybody's going to recognize it if you play it just the way that we did just now in these play-alongs, all right? So that's something to keep in mind if you're having a problem with the pickup notes. Then after you have that part down and you're comfortable with it, then go ahead and try adding a couple of pickup notes, but only add them once you have this part down. I can't stress that enough. Go slow, okay? I'm trying to help you here, okay? It's very important that I want to hear everybody go, wow, I finally got this chord changing stuff down. Well, this is how to do it, okay? So let's go on to the second part of this. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to loop measures 2 and 3, and what we're trying to concentrate on now is getting these pickup notes, these bass run notes in there on the 7th and the 8th beat of the measure 2, and then trying to get these 2 notes right here, work on those 2 notes in the 7th and the 8th beat of measure 3 with the B7th chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and All right, now we're going to loop measures 6 and 7, okay? Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Right, here's the whole song. We're going to repeat it, we're going to do it twice, the form twice. When it gets to the very end, we're going to repeat it back to this repeat bar right here, okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So that's it for this lesson, and I hope you have some fun with this. The idea is to take what we're doing here and slowly speed it up, all right? But don't move ahead until you really have it down. And of course you're going to make little mistakes and stuff along the way. I do. Everybody does. But the main thing is to just take it slow and build your way up, okay? So I hope this helps. We'll see you in the next lesson.